Hello everyone and welcome back to Lounging with Lenny. My name is Lenny. Today I'll show you how to make the best and absolutely delicious steak au pois. I'm gonna serve it with a medley of potato and vegetables. So stay tuned and make sure to watch the video to the end, and as always, enjoy it. Steak au pois, also known as pepper steak, is a French dish. It's usually made with filet mignon, but I like to use different cuts of meat. I went to local butcher shop and I got this beautiful 4.5 inches thick New York strip steak with a bone in. I will serve my steak with baby carrots, asparagus, and potato medley. First of all, let's do mise en place. Take baby carrots, peel them, and clean the tops. Get asparagus, cut the ends off, and peel the bottom. Please subscribe to my channel, press the bell, press notify me to get notified about my tasty and delicious videos. Take one shallot and slice it. For my steak au pois, I will use 3 kinds of Cambodian Kampot peppercorns, black, white, and red. These peppercorns are the best, and you can get them on Amazon. I will include the link in the video description. Place peppercorns in a Ziploc bag and crush them with a rolling pin, saucepan, or whatever you have. But make sure not to crush them super fine, just roughly crush them. Take 1 string of fresh rosemary, couple strings of thyme, remove leaves from stems, and chop them fine. Grate half a cup of Parmigiano Reggiano cheese, and I will use it for my potato medley. Take 2 pounds of potato medley, cut them in half, place them into the bowl, and let's season it. Add herbs, 4 cloves of chopped garlic, season it with salt and black pepper, add Parmesan cheese, 4 tablespoons of vegetable oil, and mix it. Transfer it into the sheet pan and place it into preheated 375 degrees Fahrenheit oven for 40 minutes. And now let's blanch the vegetables. Bring the water to a boil, add some salt, blanch asparagus first for 30 seconds. and transfer it into the bowl with cold water, ideally with ice. And do the same with carrots. By blanching the vegetables, you partially cook them. And very important step is to add some salt into the water, because it helps to enhance the color of the vegetables. And now it's time for my steak. I got 2 pounds and 14 ounces of New York strip steak with the bone in. It got beautiful marbling, nice fat cap, the butcher trimmed it, and it's more than enough. You want to leave some fat on the steak so that the steak will stay juicy. Of course, if you have too much fat, you will need to trim it, but some amount of fat you need so it improves the taste of the steak. Generously season the steak with salt and pepper from all sides. So remember, I got almost 3 pounds of steak, and it needs good amount of seasoning. So don't tell me that it's too much. Take 1 garlic head and cut it in half. Take a cast iron pan, preheat it to high heat, add some vegetable oil, and sear the steak. You need to make sure that you're searing it on a high heat and bring the oil to smoking point before placing the steak. Sear it for 1.5 minutes on each side to get nice color. Remember, no color, no taste. And very important to sear the bone and the fat cap. It's a lot of searing, but it's a big steak. Add garlic, thyme, rosemary, and 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter. Baste the steak for about 15 to 20 seconds and place it into preheated 400 degrees Fahrenheit oven for 15 minutes to get medium rare temperature. While the steak is in the oven, finish the vegetables. Saute asparagus in a pan with olive oil. Season it with some salt and pepper. And transfer it into the plate and put it on top of the oven to keep it warm. Add 1 teaspoon of unsalted butter into the same pan, add 4 sliced garlic cloves, and place carrots in. Saute them for about 3 minutes. Add 1 teaspoon of maple syrup, and season it with some salt and black pepper. Transfer it into the plate as well, and place it next to the asparagus. My beautiful steak is done. Transfer it into the plate to rest for about 15 minutes. And don't make that mistake to cut the steak right away. Meantime, let's make our poivre sauce. Remove garlic, rosemary, and thyme from cast iron pan. Let the pan cool down for 5 to 7 minutes. Put it on a medium-high heat. Add shallots. Saute it for about 1 minute. Pour 1/4 cup of brandy. Let it reduce. Add 2 tablespoons of crushed peppercorns. It looks like it's a lot of peppercorns, but this is peppercorn sauce, so it's gotta be peppery. Add some salt and pour 1/2 cup of heavy cream. Mix it. Take a whisk and whisk the sauce for about 1 minute to incorporate everything together. Strain the sauce. And just take a look how beautiful and silky it came out. The cooking time of the sauce will take you no more than 5 minutes. And now it's time to cut this beautiful steak. Cut off the bone first, but make sure not to throw it away. There are still some meat on it, and it's my favorite part. I'll work on it later on off the camera. Slice the steak into 1/2 inch pieces. Don't ruin the steak by cutting it too thin. It's a perfect medium rare New York strip steak. And now let's plate it. Place carrots and asparagus first. Potatoes, three slices of steak on top, and top everything with this delicious poivre sauce, so that the sauce touches not only the steak, but vegetables as well. And garnish it with some more peppercorns. It's absolutely delicious dish. The meat is tender and juicy, and the sauce just out of this world. It's a must for you to try this recipe.